Hey guys, it's Leanne
and Jack,
and today we are off to Granite State to meet the 4 original turtles.
That's right. I'm very excited.
And it's the 35th anniversary of TMNT, and we are so excited to celebrate.
Can you believe it? 35 years and I still want a new video game.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 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 Heroes in the house, turtles. Here we go, it's a lean green ninja team. On the scene, cool teens doing ninja things. So extreme, I pursue it like laser beams. Get rocked with the shell shock pizza kings. Can't stop these radical dudes. The secret of the ooze make the chosen few emerge from the shadows to make their move. The good guys win and the bad guys lose. Leonardo's a leader in blue. Does anything it takes to get his ninjas through. Donatello is a fellow, has a way with machines. Raphael's got the most attitude on the team. Michelangelo, he's one of a kind. And you know this where to find it when it's party time. That's a split out of every single skill they need to be one lean, mean, greedy, crazy team. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
I saw a commercial for the 2012 TMNT that was coming out in September, but I didn't exactly get to watch it until last year when I saw a post about the TMNT, and I wanted to know about what it's about, and then I started watching it and I got really hooked, and I'm still hooked to this day. So what's great about Rise of the TMNT is that the theme of Afrofuturism really kicks in. It's 2019. Anyone can be April O'Neil. Anyone can be a villain if they choose to be. Like, seriously. And I like 1987 series and the 2012 series is because of their creativity and how unique it is. And I like the 2003 series because it really got me into the Mirage comics, and I'm so thankful for that. Did you know in the 1987 series that the voice actor of Donatello is the oldest voice actor out of all 4 of the Turtles? Meanwhile, the same thing happened in the 2012 series when the voice actor of Donatello is the oldest voice actor out of all 4 of the Turtles. Isn't that crazy? I love how the 1987 Donatello sounds extremely smart, while the 2012 Donatello is very sassy. He brings out this sass in him, although he's very smart. He sounds exactly like Donatello. Wait a minute. Donatello is his actual voice. For Donatello, I like that he's genuinely a nice character, and he's really smart, and he's a big workaholic. In the first first 2 seasons, Junior Wentworth was very rude and disrespectful, which really made the Snorks very upset with him. But by seasons 3 and 4, he mellowed down and started to show his soft side a little bit more than he did in the first 2 seasons. But he still tries his friends. He always tries his friends, but that's Junior Wentworth. He's a strong-willed character.
My first question is, how long have you been acting for?
I've been acting since I was 3, so that's 6 to 7. I had my redo one yesterday. And a baby. It's a baby. Yeah. He did it, and then he tried to get another one. Oh, wow. And so it's all like, I had a great time. For me, it was just a game. For me, it was just kind of fun and playing, and it still kind of is. Because, that's the way they think it's going to play. Get to do the thing you love.
I saw you on the Jack Benny, and I also saw you as Junior Wentworth from the Snorks, and I also saw you as you also did the Benny. What's it like playing for
Oh, Junior went. Well, he wasn't a very nice guy, was he? I think Donatello's a very nice guy.
But there is
Junior's kind of.
he's okay.
I've got a question for you. Here we go, Steve. Last question. The newest member of the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, how would you feel if we did a Ninja Turtles video game, and where it's like HD, like DuckTales and Masters, and then you go through the voice of Don Coleman game? How would you feel?
Oh, I'd love to do that. I probably will get to that because every time they do a new version, they use different voices.
Okay, one last question. We may be machine that amplifies my strength.
I'll work on it. I'll be happy to do that.
Thanks, Doc.
I'll go to that.
I'll be sure to call you.
All right.
One last thing. Here's a side shake.
Okay. Yeah. Ow. I have to.
Prevention PSA that took place in 1990. It was called Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue, and that's when I first saw a 1987 turtle who was called Michelangelo. And back then I knew a little bit about it, but I didn't know a lot more about it until I got hooked with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last year. In the Yojimbo episode in season 3 of the 1987 series, Donatello called Michelangelo Mikey. In the 2012 series, the Turtles usually call each other by their nicknames, but in the episode Orari, Donnie called Mikey Michael.
So, my question for you is, I remember in 1990 there was this drug addict.
You're talking about Cartoon All-Stars to the Rescue.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, and I had the privilege of being on that. Yeah, well, with a lot of my animation voice friends.
Why is Michelangelo the only turtle that was on that thing and not Raph, Donnie, and Leo?
That is a great question, and I wish I had a good answer for it, but I know that they just asked for only Michelangelo. And I asked them that too, and they said, no, it's the way we want it. We just want to have Michelangelo representing all the turtles. So I was like, okay, well, I'm privileged to do it. Thank you.
Okay, another one. Oh yeah, in the 1987 series, all 4 of the turtles were called by their forenames, but with one exception, because, remember, in Usagi Yojimbo, Donatello called you Mikey?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I signed Mikey on when I do the autographs on these pictures.
Cool.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's what your secret weapon would do to drug dealers. That would be me.
Uh-oh.
All right, here's what you do to people who sell drugs. You would beat them up.
That's right. There you go.
No more drug addicts.
No more
No
drug addicts.
vaping, no smoking, no eating heroin.
There you go.
It's not dessert.
And then, like, at the end of the ad, he's like, he just like snaps the guy's neck and says, "No more drugs."
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the end of that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we should really make a commercial like that.
Sorry, I have the loudest laugh in history.
That's all right.
Like, really, that I watched this morning while I was getting ready. When Michelangelo entered the practice room because Sensei made him get off his favorite comic book called Bugman, his brothers welcomed him in, was like, hey bro, it's Michelangelo. Good. Without the Bugman, it's Michelangelo.
Whoa, it's Michelangelo. Cowabunga, dude. And dudette.
I'm April O'Neil. Channel 6 News.
Channel 6 News. April O'Neil.
Except I ain't the damsel in distress.
You aren't a damn.
I always wanted to be a bodyguard.
Uh-oh. Careful. There you go. Yeah, look at you, man. Well, it's great. And your name's Leanne, is that right?
Yeah.
Leanne, it's so great to meet you guys. Thank you for stopping by and saying
Oh,
hi.
you're welcome. One thing, I love your performance as well.
Well, thank you, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome, dude.
Did you say John I.L.?
Yeah, dude. We're so alike.
All right. We're like totally brothers, right?
Cowabunga. Who you have to show up?
Give me a turtle high 3. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Cowabunga!
Now give me a.
Cowabunga!
Now give me a new thing.
Look at that! These are great. Check out those nails. Ah, that's me right there. The ring finger.
Mikey!
I have a new thing. It's called a side shake. I know how to do it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's great to meet you guys.
Okay, one last thing. I got one question for you.
Yes.
Can you make me a pizza with peanut butter, hot fudge, marshmallows, and chocolate sauce?
Well, of course, it sounds like almost like my favorite anchovy and hot fudge.
Dude, cowabunga! Till we meet again!
Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you, too.
I noticed in the first season, Leonardo's voice tended to be a little bit deeper, while Rocksteady, who was also voiced by Cam Clarke, seemed a lot smarter and was a badass kicking character. But by the second season, Leonardo's voice got higher, and by the third season, I noticed that Leonardo acted like a leader full of superheroes. As for Rocksteady, he just became a lot less smart by the second season. And his behavior was real childish. So, when he was a kid, he was on a TV show called The King Family Show, and it featured all 4 of the King sisters, and Cam Clarke is one of the King sisters' kids. When Cam is at school, his friends support him for being on the show, but the other kids who were not Cam's friends made fun of him for being on TV. Cam told me that it took the whole entire day to film 1 hour. That's how long the King Family Show episode, how long the episode was, but it took all day to film the episode. And he had a great time doing it with his family. Jack had a question for Cam Clarke, and it was about being the 5th turtle. So Jack's turtle name is John Aiel, which is Raphael in a cape. So Cam Clarke had him kneel down like this, and he said to Jack, "As the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I present John Aiel as the 5th turtle." I was so happy for him.
With the Leonardo voice that you demonstrated, in the first season, your voice was a little bit deeper at the time.
Very good ear. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta say,
How
I
come your voice got higher?
It just kind of, I don't know why it did that, but it just kind of, I noticed that too. I have no answer for that.
Leonardo, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Well, as leader of the bunch, I'd say quit crying, you guys. This is serious.
Yeah.
This is serious.
It was nice to meet you.
Hey, thanks for coming by, you guys.
If you wouldn't mind waiting until I retire, that'd be great, because I got to make a living still. But good for you. Have fun. That's the most important thing, is to have fun. You're a very lovely guy.
All right, thank you.
I first met him at the Boston Fan Expo. We made a great first impression. So, I was waiting in line at Rob's booth. He wasn't there yet. So I was like looking around. And then he eventually came to his booth, and my mouth dropped, and I was so excited. And he went right behind me, and he was like, "Hey, who are you waiting for?" And I turned around and I looked at him, and I was like, "You! We've been waiting for you!" And then we were chatting, and he thanked everyone for waiting so patiently. The second time I met him was at the Animaniacs concert. The third time was at Terrificon. He was the voice of Raphael in the 1987 series, and then he was the voice of Donatello in the 2012 series, and I was voice director and foot lieutenant, and the voice of the foot lieutenant of the Rise of the TMNT. Raphael from the 1987 series is not that much of a hothead, although he can flare up every now and then by getting cranky and very crabby when he's in a really bad mood. But he doesn't act like a complete hothead. But there were some instances when he did act like a hothead, like in Son of Return Fly, when Donatello told Raph that destroying other people's property is wrong. And Raph was like, since when we became the Teenage Mutant Ninja Ninnies? And another part of that same episode is when Donatello tells him again, and then Raphael was like, shut up! And then he throws his sigh at one of the screens to stop the villain. Because it's only a cartoon. It's not real life. Raphael tends to break the fourth wall sometimes, and he also tells jokes which his brothers either find it funny or not funny, depending on the situation. In the episode Transdimensional Turtles, the 2012 Turtles met the 1987 Turtles for the first time. And when the 1987 Raphael and the 2012 Donatello met each other, since they were voiced by the same voice actor, the producers decided to kind of make a joke about that by having the 1987 Raphael saying, and you, Gappy, why do you sound so weird? And the 2012 Donatello said, me sound weird? Hurt yourself lately?
I've been wearing the real Raphael's underwear for 35 years.
I've been wearing his socks for 45 years.
Excuse me, but the Turtles have only been around 35 years. So
I got ninja knighted by Cam Clarke.
Oh, well, you know what? That $4 will get you a latte. Yeah, oh well, you win. Okay.
He doesn't know it, but I'm much stronger than him.
He is. Without question. Who's going to mess with a guy in glasses, a mask, a cape, and 2 sides? Not I, thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Pleasure. Ow, see how strong he is still?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
What's it like being the voice director of Rise of the TMNT and then being Twin Turtles?
I know. Well, it is a wonderful job. I love the actors. The best part about my job, whether it's being an actor or being a director, is getting to meet nice people like you who tell me how much they love all this work we do. That's the very best part. So thank you for paying attention.
The 4 original Turtles told crazy stories. What really got my attention is that Townsend Coleman was the original voice of Rocco before he got replaced by Carlos Alazraqui? Alazraqui. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He was so happy for him, and he was like, I could never do that. Townie, you're still really good at acting. And that's what really... Then the people stood in line. A lot of their questions were answered. Jack and I were in line too, but eventually we got to the front of the line, and as we got to the front of the line, since we didn't really have time, we didn't get our questions answered, which was okay because we could go to our booth, to their booths afterwards.
2, 3,
Thanks, you guys!
We went to the photo op area. We greeted the famous people, Rob, Townie, Barry, and Cam. That was there. And then there was this couch. And the photo op was a scene from the 1987 series, like the setting, which was the living room. It was so cool. It made me feel that I was actually in one of the episodes. When I sat on the couch and I was like, I'm just gonna sit on the couch and eat chips. Except I didn't actually have a bag of chips with me. But I just said that and I just lay comfortably. But then they told me to move over because Jack was also in the photo op with me. So I moved over a little bit, and so Jack can sit down. And Jack brought his own size. They're fake plastic size, but on the table in front of the couch, there were some weapons, masks, a shredder mask, and then on the couch, Splinter was on there, and I sat next to Splinter, and Jack sat next to me. And then Jack decided to double up his size with the size that he brought from home and the size that was on the table. Don't worry, he did not bring the size from the table home because that's Granite State property. But the toy size is what Jack brought. And then he doubled up the size like this. And I just laid on the couch and lounged. So great. I did this pose. I kind of this pose. So I did one pose, the camera snaps. And then I changed another pose, and the camera snaps. And then the lady was like, "Hey you, sit still!" So I picked a pose and I sat still and she snapped. Snap, snap, and then eventually we were done.
can call it turtle power.